Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Car Conversations at AutoIndustriya.com, where we go beyond the parking lot. We pick the minds of some of the Philippines' top curated car meet organizers. So, our curated car meets replacing open for all gatherings? Is there a shift from quantity to quality? Let's find out with our guest tonight. Here with me is Stans Pilipinas, Manila Fitted, Kevin Carlos, Peter Chua of Titans of Manila,
Hello.
and Oric Go from Legends of the 90s.
Hey.
So yun. What is one defining principle of your group's meet? Let's start with Kevin.
Well, sa amin, it started with fitment related, yung aggressive wheels, laid back meets talaga. Yun yung DNA. The first few meets talaga is really open. Actually, until now, open naman talaga, but we kinda curate na yung area. Dahil, syempre, we want to maintain yung style, which is yung fitment, and then yung look yung feel, general feel ng event.
So Peter, can you share a little bit about Titans of Manila?
Kami more on get together of friends. Yun na lang yung way namin na may labas natin yung mga tinatago natin ng laruan na magkakasama tayo. Kaya hindi siya open.
So what kind of cars do you get in your meet?
Mostly supercars, tas yung mga build natin na inaalagaan natin for how many years yun. Mostly ganun.
So Oric, what about you for Legends?
You know, in the name, it's pretty self-explanatory. Legends of the 90s is about the greatest golden era of, you know, automotive prowess and technology. So, we aim to preserve yung nostalgia natin for the 90s. So, beyond the cars, pop culture, heck, pananamit nyo, the way people dress, we actually pay attention to that sometimes. So it's really all about turning back time, so to speak.
Interesting, no? So, for Stans Pilipinas naman, the aesthetic lens, no? Talagang really, you pay attention to, fitment and quality finishes, right?
Yes, pero yun, since medyo naging friends na rin tayo sa motorsports, like yung mga ibang drifters, they go na rin sa event. Kasi sa Japan, tsaka sa ibang countries, nag-start talaga ang hella flush style sa drifting eh. Sa motorsports siya nagsimula. Yung camber nila, yung stretch tires, lahat. Yung pagsak ng kotse, it all started from drifting. Then medyo na-adapt na lang ng America, Western culture, kaya medyo naging Western, no? America? Tama? Yeah. So doon na-adapt yung form over function. Pero originally, stance talaga, back 90s, 80s, Motorsports.
Yep, motorsports.
Pasok siya sa motorsports.
Ingrained sa motorsports.
Pasok siya. So, ngayon nasa gray area eh. Depende. Kaya, well, yun siguro yung beauty of it na rin. Na nasa gitna siya ng dalawa. Pero for us in the Philippines, I would say, halo na eh.
Okay. What is the biggest misconception about stance culture?
Good question. Siguro yung pababaan ng car. Yun, top of mind, yun yung naisip ko ngayon. Hindi siya talaga pababaan ng kotse.
Functionality.
Nasa gitna eh. There's a sweet spot of style, stance, and well, siguro, performance, substance na lang. So, nasa gitna lang siya ng lahat. The car should look and function, drive, feel good, ganyan. Yun talaga yung talagang Pero syempre, iba-iba na rin yung subculture na tinatawag nila na ngayon. Talagang bagsak, ganyan. So, nag-evolve eh. So, I would say, depende talaga sa tao.
There's really a lot of ways people can interpret it. Now, pag sinabi mo stance, isipin nila mababa, straight to the ground, tilty camber, ganyan.
Undrivable,
exactly. So, it's more to it than that if you really go into it. So, kunwari, you said it yourself, it originally came from motorsports. And in motorsports,
it has to function.
Yeah, it has to function.
Yeah.
So, yung camber nila is there to make the car corner better.
Yeah.
It just so happens na yung byproduct niya is really
It
great
looks
looking
good.
fitment.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh.
Does social media influence your scene?
Yeah, siguro. Kasi ngayon, ang dami na for like dami nagpo-post ganyan. The first few meets talagang tayo lang, kami lang. And then it was really parang mas chill. And now medyo maraming gusto mag-picture, mag-ganun. So medyo nandun din sa gray area. Syempre ako, for me, gusto ko yung mga attendees, relax lang sila ganyan.
So kung dumami, medyo
50-50 eh. Depende kung, for me, if it's an event, okay lang. Pero if it's like a laid back tambay na ano.
And you can't handle it.
Yeah. Yun yung importante.
So, you said golden era, Ori. So, preserve, I guess, you would do you regard yourself as a vanguard of preserving a golden era?
Wow, that's such a purist way to put it, no? Pero, for me kasi, in Legends of the 90s, considering 5 kaming co-founders and admins, right?
Okay.
So, I think between the 5 of us at least, I'm sure, syempre, sa ibang tao, marami pang point of view yan. Pero at least between the 5 of us, iba-iba kami ng pananaw of what the 90s was. Because honestly, I grew up during the 90s. So, syempre, yung paniningin ko nung panahon na yun, bata pa ako eh. Yung mga co-founders ko were the ones who lived the 90s. Yan yung mga nagbibihis na ng kotse, nagsiset up na, naglalagay na ng sounds or pumaparty na. So, kumbaga, alam nila yung zeitgeist of that era. And ako, syempre, kumbaga, with kid gloves, ano yung pananaw ko nung panahon na yun? From my end, that's what? Sitting in front of the TV playing Gran Turismo. So, yun kumbaga, ang field of expertise ko is if you ask me about RX-7s, NSXs, 32s, Supras, GTRs, di ba? I'll have something to say about it. Pero kung kunwari, yung tipong period correct styling ng big body, ng small body, ng mga EK, EG, di ba? Yung mga the Contras, the Vegas, yung mga co-admins ko yung may alam nun. So,
Hindi mo,
di ba?
Yeah.
Growing up, kasi nakikita mo.
Yeah. So ako, on that end, medyo kahit ako na-educate ako dun, di ba? So, for me, siguro, as a kid growing up, it was a time I enjoyed. And then to see people actually trying to relive that era, pati ako may natututunan ako na, uy, ganito pala sila dati magbihis na, uy, uso dati yung mga clear tail lights or yung mga, yung mga underglow na hindi pa LED, yung mga talagang tuba or what. Or yan, yung mga, kung paano yung setup ng sounds dati, ano yung takbo mo dati sa drag, di ba? Mga ganun. So, for me, I wouldn't call myself a vanguard and put myself on a high horse. I would say na I'm just enabling people to relive that era because there's more to it than just what I've seen. I want to learn something else about it also.
So what qualifies a car as a legend of the 90s? Is there a JDM, USDM,
Oh my
EDM,
God.
boundary?
That's a
Here we
very,
go. Yan na yun.
Lalim na yan.
Sobrang subjective yan, no?
Yeah.
very
Pero, siguro yung sweeping statement which I think all my co-founders will agree with is we are looking for not just yung fine, period correct is one thing, no? And if we see that you're really sticking to a theme, great. Pero what we really are looking is for your creativity behind the build. So, for us, wala kaming pake kung full catalog, full orig. Pare, bato ko na dyan yung mga passion orange na EK na naka TE37 type B center cap, naka spoon brakes, di ba?
Here we
Pare,
go. Here we go.
sure ball, bagsak kayo. Kasi we've seen that plenty of times. Pare, dose na kayo
On
nag-a-apply
meets,
sa amin.
actually,
All
on all
meets.
meets. On all meets.
Look, I get that it's a quintessential na bihis sa parang, ito yung natanda ko nung panahon na tumatambay kami sa libis or whatever. Great, but we've seen it dozens and dozens of times already.
Make it different.
Diba? Yeah, we want to promote creativity. Kumbaga, sa laro natin na to, we want na gumagana naman yung utak nyo, pare. Hindi yung gasta kayo ng gasta, pare. Tapos you end up looking like the next guy. Where's the fun in that? Diba? So, we really promote creativity.
Okay.
Diba?
Yeah, especially in the Philippines. So the sourcing of parts is also a challenge for 90s cars. No? Proper 90s cars because I think, would you agree, no? The I guess the selection of cars and parts back then in the 90s were not as diverse as they are now.
Yes.
No?
Ngayon,
Diba?
kahit saan, net,
Kahit ano
Makahanap ka
meron.
na ng pyesa eh.
And kung wala, someone can 3D print a part for you.
Yeah.
Diba?
Actually, that's one thing na we tell people, or at least when I talk to people and kumbaga they're having difficulties with their builds. Sabi ko, yo, it's way easier to build something now than it was a decade ago. Lalo na with the advent of 3D printing. I kid you not, yung RX-7 ko, nakumpleto ko yung interior trim because of 3D printing. So,
Sa sourcing pa lang ng parts eh.
sourcing pa lang, you can find a lot of places to get from these days. Diba?
Yun na nga, yun yung problem. Ngayon, meron ka ng source eh. Put identity to your car.
Yan.
Yes.
Oo. Diba? Yung tipo, source ka ng source, end up looking like the next guy. Where's the fun in that? Diba?
Kumbaga, pag nakita mo yung kotse kasi ni Kev sa labas, alam mo si Kev yun. Nakita mo
Correct.
yung kotse ni Au sa labas, alam ko si Au yan.
Yep.
Eh ngayon, parang pare-parehas na lahat na nasa labas.
Oo, diba? You can't be cut and dried. Yung tipong, fine, it's popular, diba? Sama na natin yung mga puro naka-T37 dyan. Sorry, alam ko naka-TE ka sa Hilux, diba? Pero, diba? Come on, man. You gotta...
For sale na po.
I get it's popular. It's a great look. Pero, diba, nakakasawa na tignan
yes.
So is it just era people, car owners, or do you see more younger enthusiasts drawn into history, the 90s?
Sana.
Dumadami ba?
Yeah.
Actually, meron at meron,
Yeah.
Dumadami.
Actually, yun yung odd curiosity namin whenever we run Legends of the 90s meets. Because there's some kids here who weren't born in the 90s.
Yeah.
And
Most of them.
Most of them. Yung tipong, for them, the 90s is, kumbaga, an idea in their head. Diba? So, you would see them and they're very active. Yung tipong magbibihis sila, 90s get-ups with elephant pants or whatever. I'm like, so this is how they see the 90s. Kasi ako, again, yun nga, iba pananaw ko nun. Kasi ako, I was a kid growing up, diba? Yung tipong, I'm that kid in, cute jumper, denim pant, Giordano, or whatever, di ba? So, di ba, iba yung get-up dati sa get-up ngayon.
Pwede mo
Zerbo.
ba i-flash
Zerbo, exactly.
Flash
picture
release.
How about a baby pics, di ba? Pakita ko sa
Zerbo,
inyo.
di ba?
Yeah, di ba? Yung mga
Carpenter.
Zerbo, yeah. So, I was that kid. And ako, parang hindi naman ako ganyan manamit dati. I
Or
don't know.
babalik, no? Yung style na yan. No?
Babalik.
Babalik.
Nabalik nila.
Hindi kasi nga walang identity yung generation ngayon.
Kaya naghahanap sila ng ano.
Naku.
Ng different grounds.
I think in general,
Explore.
what that has taught me beyond cars, at least, fashion can be very cyclical.
Yeah.
Yung tipong something that's popular and kumrad, it's popular, then it faded after a year or two.
It may come back.
It will come back like 20 years later. But dude, case in point pa lang yung underglow eh.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Huwag kang ganyan. First underglow ko is year 2001.
Oh, Fast and Furious, it was popular then.
Street glow.
Street glow, exactly.
Yes,
Oh.
Tapos ngayon,
Underglow.
Oh, di ba? Underglow, kalat ulit.
kalat ulit.
Yeah. And you know, some can pull it off, some don't.
So
but
itong
it's part of it.
itong mga sinasabi mong nagbibihis ng ganun, are they 90s car guys also, or they just
Oh yeah,
visiting
no.
the-
Yeah, they're in the event. You know,
They're
they
in the
brought
event,
their 90s
rolling in their
cars
90s
there.
cars
Yeah.
na that's older than them.
Oo.
So for them, I guess the 90s car is what, a classic car already, or
Oh, yeah.
near vintage sa edad nila, di ba?
Oo, para sa yung tipong tayo with excuse na, it's a neo classic, it's only 20 years old. But for these kids, parang, hindi, kotse to ng lolo ko, ganyan.
They have a story behind it.
Oo, yeah. And we pay attention to that sa screening namin. Na, kunwari, there's a kid who applies na this is an heirloom car from my lolo, passed down to my dad, or binenta, na buyback namin. May mga kwentong ganun.
Those are nice car stories. di ba?
Yeah.
Nung 90s kasi, nung nandun tayo, pag sinabi natin old school, 70s eh. That was 20 years. That was 20 years ago.
DX.
Ngayon, 20 years ago, 90s, diba? So medyo...
Ang
So yung-
Evo, 20 years old na, 23.
20, yeah.
So yung 70s ng mga generation ngayon, vintage na yun.
Yun nga.
Di ba?
70s,
Pare,
oo.
Vintage na para sa kanila.
Archaic na yun, ancient na yun. You try to
Grabe,
mention to
no?
a kid, what's a mango Corolla? Like, what is a mango Corolla? What the hell is that? Diba?
Color
What's,
yellow.
Yeah.
what's a macho machine Corona? Like,
Yeah.
Iba na.
diba? You know,
Although there are some kids that are quite impressive, no?
although, yeah,
They're
there
very
are a
diverse
few.
in their knowledge.
Oo.
Para sa akin, S14, bago pa ngayon eh.
Di ba? Parang
97,
S14,
bago na yan.
97, bago pa.
Bago pa yan.
98 yun.
Tingin mo sa S14, brand new eh.
Yeah.
98 was what, close to 20 years ago?
Yeah.
So ikaw, Peter, Titans of Manila, would you call it bridging the scenes? Kasi you have like supercars, sometimes hypercars show up, no? And
No
then
way.
you've tuned,
Kasi
ano?
mostly nga sabi ko sa'yo, get together natin.
Yeah, pero bridging that cars,
Yes.
Diba?
Kung ba parang
di ba?
tayo, regardless sa kotse, basta you treasure it na project car mo, lahat naman tayo, ganun ang trato sa mga kotse natin.
Yeah.
You can come, pero friends of friends eh.
Oo.
Kaya
Yeah.
exclusive.
So what is that's a common thread that ties that diverse selection of cars. I guess no. So how do you manage the logistics of it all? Kasi syempre it's quite large, no? Large selection of high caliber cars.
Actually, yan yung pinakamahirap kaya hindi consistent yung event ko. Kasi mag-isa ako. Wala akong kasama tumulong para ayusin yung event, yung venue and everything. So, kung medyo bakante, tapos mostly sa inyo na in-invite ko, okay for that date, edi push to natin. Pero kung hindi, move na naman. So, ganun eh. Mostly parang reunion. Parang ka nagsiset ng reunion.
Yeah.
Ganun.
And minsan biglaan.
Biglaan, yes.
Like what we did
Yeah,
recently.
yes,
Biglaan lang.
Biglaan lang.
Biglaan lang.
Yeah. So for Titans of Manilas, no? For Peter, what is the common thread that ties your diverse selection of high-end and specialty cars together? Because yun nga, sometimes a rare supercar shows up. Sometimes even a really rare classic car shows up in the meets. Like in the last one, there's a
Alpha.
There's an alpha,
Alpha,
yeah.
yes.
Oo.
Siguro yun yung beauty na kaibigan mo mostly. Kasi hindi ka na mahihirapan na mag-invite ng mga ganong klaseng kotse. Kasi nasa network na nating lahat eh.
It just so happens na yung mga kaibigan natin, iba-iba lang talaga yung trip.
Yes.
Iba gusto classic, iba gusto supercar, iba gusto JDM, Euro.
And
So
at the same
happens
time, I
may
think yun nga, for them, when they bring a really nice car, they know safe yung kotse nila doon.
Yun yung number one reason na binuo natin yung Titans para meron tayong safe parking sa get-together natin. Pwede naman kasi tayo anytime mag-invite eh. Kaya lang nga, paano natin isi-secure yung safety ng mga kotse ng mga attendees natin?
Actually, malaking bagay yun yung peace of mind na yung tipong nag-invite ka ng tao, you guarantee na, you'll be safe, your car will be safe. Chill yung mga tao dito, madali kang makipag-interact or what.
No, yung last event dun sa Auto Complex, kung hindi tayo nasa safe na lugar, as usual, tumirik yung RX-7 ni Gold. Nag-overnight doon. Pero,
Okay lang siya doon.
okay lang siya.
Yeah.
Hindi mo pwedeng gawin yan. Nasa street lang tayo.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mamomblema yung owner.
Yeah.
Oh, well, kaya nilagay ko siya sa covered kasi alam ko hindi talaga uuwi yung RX-7.
Nako. Super G, pinapahiya mo kami, pinapahiya mo tayo, yo!
So how do you manage the logistics of large, high caliber meets?
Mahirap eh. Kasi ang nakadepende ko mostly sa schedule ng isa't isa.
Actually,
Oh, yun ang pinakamahirap kasi pwede anytime pwede. Kaya lang paano mo makukombine na lahat pwede on that day. Yun. Kaya tapos wala naman akong kasama. Alam mo naman, Brent. Kaya yung last event natin, buti nandiyan ka. Oh, pero other than that, ang hirap.
And it was sort of few weeks away,
2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks notice.
3 weeks
yes,
away.
yes.
Yeah, I called you. I think end of August, no? Sabi ko, Peter, would you like to bring back Titans?
Oh, ang sagot ko sa'yo, shit eh. Sabi ko, kailan? Sabi 3 weeks from now, shit.
Lapit.
Pero
Ganda.
let's make it happen.
ano naman
Sabi niya, diba, inaaya ka na parang kailan ulit, diba? And Green Hills is I guess one of the ideal venues kasi
iconic
medyo,
na venue yan.
diba? Madali
Eh, yan, knowing legend of the 90s. Syempre, 90s, Green
Oo.
Hills.
Yeah,
Green Hills.
Yung,
Sa-
hindi ko makakalimutan yung time na before pandemic 2019, yung nag-host kami doon, yung doon sa 6th floor
Yeah,
parking
sa O Square.
Hindi sa O Square, yung sa Unimart pa.
Yung sa kabila.
Yung sa kabila.
Yung sa
Yeah,
kabila.
bago pa tinayo yung GH Mall. As in, pundasyon pa
Ay,
lang siya
nandun
nun.
ako.
Di ba?
Pero nasa baba ako nakapark.
Sa baba, oo.
Oo.
Grabe yun.
Yung may Testarossa, no?
Yes.
Oo,
May Testarossa na diskargado na tinulak pa na. Masasabi ko nakapagtulak ako ng Ferrari para i-jumpstart.
Yun yung,
para umakyat.
Yun yung dapat maano ng mga attendees na, kunyari ako, andala ko nun Evo eh.
Mm.
Alam ko naman na hindi 90s kotse. Hindi
Yeah.
porket kaibigan ko
Yeah,
si
yeah.
Au. display mo sa taas yung kotse ko.
Oo nga.
Hindi,
Tama.
wala sa
ganon.
team eh.
Wala sa team eh.
So ako,
Yeah.
nag-park ako doon sa
baba.
ordinary
Yeah.
parking. Oh.
And still, di ba, I'm grateful for the support of my friends. Di ba na, at the end of the day, you get to go to a meet na talagang enjoy and may certain vibe na pinapalabas.
Tama.
Nandun ako sa Clark nung isang araw. Sabi niya, ang unang sinabi ni Oric, what's your excuse? Di ako naka-90s. Nag-iisip ako, pero I was there. I was there to support.
Importante na doon ka,
Nandun
ka.
eh. Dito na ako. Okay na
It's
yun.
open to friends. Diba?
Yeah.
Basher
talaga. If it's not in team, ano na pasok.
Oo. Hindi, ang problema dito, 2, 3 yung 90s niya, ni isa.
Hindi lumitaw.
Wala umabot.
Layo eh. Isip ko, makamahal touring dito eh. Clark eh.
So is there a balance between being inclusive to owners and maintaining high curation standards?
Yes, kasi tayo, nakakapag-usap tayo ng, paano ba? Wala tayong iniiwasan. Kasi lahat tayo magkakilala eh. Tapos at the same time, you know, Brent, na lahat ng event ko, may food, may drinks, lahat yun paid.
Siyempre,
So-
may pool ng beer,
Yeah.
kiddie pool full
So,
of beer.
syempre, ang kinikater ko lahat, friends, to enjoy.
Yes.
Ngayon, kung papapasukin natin yung hindi invited, gugulo lang eh.
Tama yun.
Oo. Reunion to eh. Kumbaga parang reunion natin.
Yeah.
Kaya wag na sigurong sumama loob nung hindi invited kasi yung reunion ba ng iba, a-attend ka kung hindi ka naman kabatch dun. Ito na.
Which goes to our next topic. The challenges of exclusivity. Diba, bagay na bagay. Dinadala mo na doon. Tama yun. So, dealing with aspiring participants or cars that don't make the cut or yun nga, like you said, hindi invited. Has someone, ikaw, sinimulan mo na. Has someone who has not been invited showed up to your meet?
Meron. Pero hindi naman sa nire-reject. Parang kasi pagpasok pa lang nila ng parking, hinahanapan na sila ng kumbaga nasa list.
Guest list.
Oo,
Yeah,
nasa list nila. Kumbaga parang punta ka lang ng club, bar.
Yeah.
Kung wala ka sa guest list, hindi ka talaga makakapasok. Ganun lang. So, hindi siya actually rejection. Kasi talagang exclusive yung yung event.
Yeah.
Ganun.
So, wala lang siya sa list.
O, mas nagre-reject sila eh.
Actually, meron
Siya yung reject.
complete na system.
So, you don't communicate any rejection.
No. Wala,
So,
wala.
it's sort of a constructive because wala namang pangalan mo eh. So, wala sa mga loob.
Basically, yung
Wala.
list binibigay mo sa marshal.
Yes.
Yung marshal, susundin nila yung listahan.
Oo.
Sorry, wala.
Kasi lahat naman ng kaibigan mo, alam mo yung pangalan eh.
No.
True.
So,
Tama.
wala akong problema.
So, for Oric, how do you communicate rejection or feedback? Do you do it constructively or is just
Siyempre,
straight up?
Depende sa kape niya.
depende sa kape.
Masarap po, hindi.
Depende kung kapos sa kinain ng araw. Hindi.
Tsaka depende sa itsura ng kotse mo.
Yo, let's not go there. Sige. May sistema kasi kami.
Like how?
Hindi. Siyempre, atinista tayo, gumawa na ako ng format na letter na politely declining your entry. And yung whoever applies na na-reject gets automatically sent that.
Sabi
Pero-
mo, atinista, hindi porke nasa lista siya, rejected
Hindi.
Walang
Pero,
ganon.
No. What I meant was I drafted it eloquently and politely enough to say na, look, wala tayong personalan. It just so happens the car isn't up to the standards na we're looking for this particular event. And you can try next time. Yung kumbaga legends of the 90s will always be there. And at the end of it, look, it's a public event. So kung pumunta ka doon, we'll just ask you to park sa guest parking. You can still enjoy the event,
Yes,
di ba?
yun nga eh.
Actually, mas grateful pa kami sa ganun na pumunta ka kahit nabag sa kotse mo.
For the support.
One, for the support, sure,
Para
but
matuto.
to learn and to get inspired. Na tipong, ano ba talaga yung level na hinahanap namin? So, kunwari, say, random example, naka-small body ka. May mga nagsasend na small body, say, yung mga stock pa. Ganyan, di ba? Yung for them, it's a time capsule. Okay, fine. Pero, we've seen a lot of those eh. Siyempre, yung mga creative na buo, di ba? Punta ka sa event. Marami kang makikita mga small body dyan. Heck, you can meet people who will help you build your car properly. And then you try again. Because we do get people like that na bumagsak na 4 na beses, try sila ng try until pumasa. And wow, yung tipong sasabihin niya, that's the 4th time na nag-attempt siya and sa wakas pumasa na yung kotse. There really is progress. So, through that, namomonitor namin na, people are actually improving with their builds. And that's what we're after, di ba? Siyempre, gusto namin mag-level up lahat. Diba?
So, di naman pala brutal yung rejection mo.
Hindi brutal unless binastos mo kami at magiging brutal.
Or sumagot ka.
Oo,
Dun sa...
narinig namin, tawag siya si admin eh.
Ay, well...
Eh, kami nga binabash eh. Hindi pa niya kilala.
Hindi. Look kasi yung curation process namin sa Legends of the 90s isn't just for the car. It's what people keep missing or people keep forgetting. Sa curation process na yon, yung Google Forms na fini-fill up nyo, lahat ng detalye na yan, may idea na kami kung anong klaseng tao ba eh. Kasi,
It's like an audition nga.
audition na, exactly. Yun.
It's like
It's like an audition. So, kunwari, binigyan ka namin ng 5 photos or less. Di ba? Or, fine. Technically, 5 files or less. May iba dumidiskarte, kino-collage nila into one file, o marami kang photo doon. Masasabi namin, madiskarte itong tao.
Pilosopo.
Pilosopo or sabihin ko na madiskarte.
Diba? Kasi...
Pero point being, meron kaming file, syempre, konti lang yung space na nire-rentahan namin for the storage ng file, di ba? And you have 1,000 entries. I'm not even kidding, hindi exaggeration
And
yun.
because you don't charge them entry fee to enter, di ba?
Oo. So for us, limited din kami in terms of storage space. Pero, the more we see of your car, the better. So kung kunwari, nag-collage ka ng ganyan, pinakita mo sa amin, ibig sabihin, alam namin, umi-effort ka, pakita sa amin kung ano laman ng kotse mo. Di ba? Or, kung gumawa ka ng nobela sa text, and I shit you not, binabasa talaga namin yan.
Tagal,
Yung
ilang
mga
araw kayo.
liham na yan, pare, maalaala mo kaya type shit, binabasa namin yan. Basta kung maganda kwento ng kotse mo, make or break yan. So, there are these things. On the flip side, meron ka, sige, magpo-post ng EG, full spoon, ganyan, pakita niya engine bay, kasama spoon na socks or whatever. Tapos sasabihin niya lang sa description, clean JDM build. Aba, puta pare, alam ko lang, binuhusan ko lang ng pera kotse mo. Di ba? End of story.
Yes.
Di ba? So, pare, hindi naman ganyan hanap namin magandang kwento. Kotseng ginamit. Di ba?
Kasi kung parts, everybody can do that.
Exactly. Anyone can put together a car. Anyone can put bolt-ons. Di ba?
So you don't buy your way into Legends of the 90s?
Yeah, not necessarily. Ang dami bumabagsak na puro orig yung pyesa. It's because they're not creative enough or they haven't told us enough about it.
Kaya never ako nag-submit dun.
Bakit di tayo
Text ko na lang siya.
papasa dun?
Text ko na lang siya. Saan yung event?
Bibisita na lang kami.
Ako nag-submit ako once eh. Yung caption nakalagay, I drive a pink S15 and I am your friend.
Seryoso?
Ito. May kwento ako. May tropa din tayo na ganyan din yung submission. Kaibigan natin to lahat.
Okay.
Basta alam natin nakasilbya siya. Na local. Yun na lang.
Okay.
Ang description niya, mafi-figure out nyo kung sino to based sa description.
Go.
Yung sa picture ng kotse niya, isang picture lang. Siyempre, kilala ko na kung sino siya, ano auto niya. Picture, di ba? Number 1, pogi ako.
Fluffy.
Black Sylvia? Green.
Number 2! Number 2!
Green.
Number 2, pogi auto ko. Number 3, pogi si Oric Go. Alam mo na ako sino.
Fluffy. What's up, Fluffy?
May ganun
Alam mo
matapang.
na
Pero syempre, isa lang ako sa admins. May 4 pa. Isa lang yung sinitrawag mong pogi. Pero, wala.
So hindi siya pumasa?
Well, more of hindi umabot yung silver. Uy, basta kami, binigyan namin siya ng invite. Ang tanong, hindi umabot.
Qualified, pero ayaw ng
What
kotse.
is the last one or?
No, yung Park League ata or something.
Qualified
Pero yung
naman.
last one, invited siya, hindi siya umabot.
Hindi siya naman.
Qualified si Rafi, pero ayaw ng kotse.
Ayaw ng kotse.
Ayaw ng kotse.
niya,
Ayaw.
OG Legends of the
OG
90s.
yun, OG yun.
Green Goblin.
The Green
Green
Goblin.
Goblin. Sa forums, diba?
Dahil kotse ng tatay
Forums,
niyo.
yeah.
Naabutan ko pa yun sa track host.
Tacos. On the
Ay
poster
shit,
niya.
mali ako na.
Wow.
Dapat hindi ako nagsasalita ng ganyan.
Nako,
kaya dad ko
namarkahan ng edad.
Ano mo yun dito, Pete? Oo nga, nung naalala ko, nagsiset up nung for this last Titans, no? Siyempre, we're there, yung general setup. Yun nga, hinahanap lang. Pinapunta kami ni Tito Pete.
Huwag ganun. 28 lang ako.
Ano lang, magalang lang sila.
Magalang lang talaga.
Magalang lang sila. Ayun. So, Kevin, ikaw, do you reject people?
Hindi naman sa reject, pero let's say, for example, parking space, Ayala Manila Bay na lang, doon sa podium. Syempre everyone wants to park sa podium parking lot. We have to kind of curate. Then, syempre, yung nasa taas, nandun yung mga fitment na mga kotse. I mean, nandun yung mga kaibigan natin. Yan kayo. Yung meaning ko ng fitment is yung wheel fitment. So, kailangan medyo naka-curate yung nasa taas. Ilan slots lang yan? 85, 90. Di ba? Ang point ko lang is paano, kahit na open yung meet, paano magkakasya lahat sa taas? We have to follow some sort of theme.
Yes.
Especially, kunwari isang area, isang side, nandito lahat yung mga ganitong style. So, yun lang. I mean, sana din, maintindihan din ng tao na hindi talaga din kasya.
Hindi, tsaka lahat ng nililimit natin is nothing personal.
Yes, yeah.
Maraming factor na iniisip. Hindi dahil ayaw ka namin.
Yeah.
Maraming
Minsan part
factor.
din yun. But,
Meron. May
Minsan,
ilan.
Siyempre, may mga taong medyo
makulit.
Medyo makulit, medyo hindi lang sumusunod. So,
pasaway.
mahirap yung ganun eh. Di ba? Pampagulo ko ng vibe, no? Di ba? Totoo eh.
Sino?
Kung sino man yun, di ba? Pero, di ba, ayaw natin magulo.
Yes.
Kasi, end of the day, we're in a public space. Hindi lang naman tayo
Actually,
nakikigamit
mas malaking
lang tayo
problema
ng
ni Kev sa ganyan eh.
Yeah.
Yung roof deck, actually yun.
Hindi, tsaka yung mga uma-attend na yung gulo. Kumbaga, mas marami sa'yo eh. Kasi ang dami niyang attendees.
Meron minsan, pero lately medyo nababawasan. I mean, yung mga una talaga. I mean, yung mga unang public, 2017, 2018. Marami.
Hindi, tsaka hindi kasi sila napopost dati.
Yes,
Ngayon nahihiya na eh. Kasi
ngayon,
alam nila pag may ginawa
may
sila,
magsisend na ngayon eh.
mapopost sila eh.
May magsisend
sila.
na. Yeah.
Actually, we've cultivated this, kumbaga, culture sa atin na nagse-self-check na yung mga tao na parang kahit yung mga tropa, kunwari, may tropa silang nag-burnout o nag-repo So, huy, umayos ka, pare.
That's good, di ba?
Diba? Yeah, which is good. Which is good.
Happened. I mean, happened na. Lately, ako, di ba?
Proud nga pala ako sa'yo. May
Tsaka
apat ka raw sinipa.
Hindi, tsaka bihira magalit si Kev.
Bihira na nga magalit si Kev. Ginalit nyo pa.
May apat.
I'm so proud of Kev. May nasipa siya.
I mean, for me kasi naman, ito na lang. I just need to maintain the relationship with the venue.
Yes.
It can't happen under my watch. Dahil, syempre,
Ikaw masisira.
masisira tayo sa mga venue. Plus, syempre, yung event, yung feel, di ba? Yung general feel. Kukote ko na lang si Larry Chen. Larry, he has a YouTube. Pinost ko rin to weeks ago. So basically, may nag-rev sa meet na ganyan. Bawal talaga. I mean, kasi one, yun, yung area. Two, it's not in the DNA of what we do. And then, yun nga, yung hindi mo rin kasi siya pwedeng, well, yun nga, sabi nga ni Larry Chen, what makes this meet nice is because people are so chill. People are respeto yan eh. It goes two-way street, di ba? If you respect the venue, you respect the organizer, you respect, ganun din yan, babalik din yan. So, yun, rules are set. Diba?
Yes.
Tsaka karmic siya eh.
Yeah.
Walang point yung gagawin mo na
Nire-rev.
mag-burnout ka,
Yeah.
mag-rev ka. Karmic eh.
Oo. Hindi naman to karera, hindi naman to burnout me.
There's areas for that, di ba? Unless yung meet talaga is
Designed
designed to do that na may approve, may haba niyan eh, safety, ganun if
Dami yan,
medyo
no?
ano ka na, di ba?
Buti sana kung yung kotse nyo in gear at umuupak kayo pag nagre-rev yan. Ha? Wala namang kwenta yan pag nire-rev nyo ng neutral lang.
Nakikita nyo na bakit admin
Yung
to.
admin to.
Diba?
Well, we did yung last meet namin, the anniversary meet, we specifically put there, no revving, no hooning, clean as you go.
Yeah.
Violators will be kicked out. Wala nang tago-tago na will be told to leave. Kicked out talaga.
Hindi kasi
Sisipain namin,
yung
kipain.
venue natin, marami ding hindi car guide
Yes.
na nag-share
Yes,
ng
nag-share
same
tayo
venue.
eh.
Yeah.
Oo.
So, bigyan na lang natin sila ng
Yeah.
respeto.
Saka lalo na yung last time, in-endorse tayo ng munisipyo. Siyempre,
Yes,
ayaw naman natin sila mapahiya.
Alam nga naman may pamilya doon, tumatawid, nagbo-burnout ka, di ba?
Tama. Diba? So, hindi, kumbaga gusto natin maging masaya lagi. And lahat, pati yung mga
Spectators.
people around also, they're happy para relax, chill tayo lahat. Diba?
So kumbaga, ini-enforce namin to, nagiging mahigpit kami sa pag kumbaga sa etiquette and behavior. Kasi nga, gusto namin lagi maulit to. And yung tipong ayaw naming mahirapan bilang organizers na maghanap ng venue palagi. And then someone's gonna shut it down because they did something bad or nag-burnout sila or whatever. God forbid me na disgrasya or what. We're trying to prevent that, di ba? So, bilang mga organizer, it's easier for us if we maintain good rapport and say, look, may track record kami na maayos kami magpatakbo ng event. Di ba? So we can come back and we can keep using these venues and we can continue to enjoy car culture as a whole.
Marami ng venue na hindi na nakikater ng car event dahil sa mga ganyan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tubos talaga.
Yung dating normal na tinatambayan lang natin ng late nights, ayaw na.
Ayaw na.
Oo.
Oo.
Yung, di ba, may isang
Marami
May
ng late
mga
nights
ilang
ayaw na
yan.
kasi may pupunta, magre-rev, mag-take off.
Yeah.
gugulo eh.
Mm-mm.
So, yun. So I guess, next would be creating the perfect setting. Siyempre, yung venue, di ba? The difference, well, I guess, it's not just the venue, di ba? A parking lot is a parking lot,
Yes,
di ba?
yung vibe.
Pero yung vibe, di ba? How do you turn that parking lot meet into a proper curated display?
Pinakamaganda yung kay Kev.
Actually, si Kev dapat magsimula.
Kasi siya lagi ka open na walang commercial. Tapos napapaganda niya yung yung lugar eh.
No.
Yeah.
Wala. Ako first stance, gusto lang, maganda lang yung authentic lang, yung feel. Yun lang yung first stance, na wala masyadong, hindi siya, para walang mga stage, ganyan. Because doon lang siya nag-start. Pero if it's an event, syempre, iba yung dating. Pero if it's really like a meet, parang it's more of it's actually, tambay lang talaga eh.
Tambay lang, yeah.
Tambay lang talaga.
Formal tambay.
Pero itsura ng tambay niya iba eh.
Yes.
Malinis
Kaya
eh.
nga sabi ko siya na consistent
Oh.
Stance Pilipinas has always been like a melting pot of local
Kasi
art
kami ni
culture.
Au parang ilang event ka ba in a year lang?
Kami as a Legends twice a year lang.
Oh, parang ganun lang din. So siya yung mas na-maintain
Pagod
niya.
Hindi pa pagod.
Kaya ganyan yung boses niya.
Kaya si Kev yung pinaka-chill. Siya yung
Sobrang
Yeah. Hindi, ako tinitingnan ko yung, what I, is how I take a photo. Let's say like yung huling Legends sa Clark. As in gandang-ganda ako nung sa Legends sa Clark. Dahil ang
Perfect
ganda
yun.
nung sunset.
Perfect yung sa
So
Clark.
for me, kunwari, pag may meet, doon ko siya tinitingnan from a photographer's point of view. So yun lang. I don't know if I'm trying to be artsy now. Hindi ko alam.
Sa mo inuhugot yan.
Yung picture yung tinitingnan ko eh.
May aesthetic,
May aesthetic.
yes,
eh.
oh.
Yeah.
may aesthetic profile. I guess you have that eye, no, for
Gusto ko maganda yung picture eh.
Yeah.
Yun. Kaya medyo rin ako sa curation ng kotse. Kunwari, magkakatabi dyan yung ganitong style ng kotse, tapos biglang may matangkad na
Wow,
kotse.
weird
Hindi bagay eh.
Wow,
So,
yeah,
yun
yeah.
yung
Labo-labo,
mata ko for it.
Oo.
Tama naman. So, how crucial is the venue choice naman to the group's identity? Meron ba?
Ako ang priority kasi natin may restaurant.
Yan.
Yun ang, actually yun ang priority.
Yeah.
Lahat ng event ko tinan mo lagi meron niyang
pagkain.
food and drinks. Yun yung priority ko. Kaya nahihirapan din ako maghanap ng venue.
Yung sa Legends naman, bukod sa we have to cater to easily 300, 400 cars. Yun yung first criteria na kailangan namin ma-cross out. Apart from, of course, facilities,
Yes.
food, drinks. Siyempre, it's a family event, yung mga mister dyan nakakalabas lang na, hindi, pwede natin sama
Hindi.
si baby and si
Sa,
ganyan.
sa edad ni Brent yun. Yung mga,
Di ba? Siyempre, karamihan sa mga attendees natin, pamilyado, di ba? Kailangan may magawa yung mga kids
Yes.
and si
Sila yung
bases and
90s
all
yun eh.
that.
Siyempre, mas
Di
matatanda
ba?
yun.
Yeah. So we really have to consider all of that when we think of a venue. And kumbaga, hindi naman parang side na criteria, pero siguro unwritten rule you could say, we don't repeat venues. Kasi every single time,
talaga? Hindi ka pa nag-repeat?
the only time nag-repeat kami was in Circuit Makati kasi yung third meet namin above ground, and then the next one was underground. So completely different. And then apart from that, si Grams, which is yung dati yung pinakaunang meet was evening, and we were like 30 cars. Then it naging morning meet na holiday na buong parking sarado talaga. So iba-iba pa rin yung aesthetic kahit paano, even though it's the same venue. But Aside
Pero
from that,
parang yun ang pinakamahirap
Ang hirap nun.
Oo.
Hirap
It's
yun.
very hard. So, we make it a point na wag umulit except so far yung kay Sifos. Kasi yung kay Clark naman, very rare opportunity
Yeah.
yun na kami yung nilapitan to host an event.
Inside.
Tsaka
Inside.
inside the truck.
At saka yung kart track sa amin talaga.
Yun nga, inside the truck.
Oo, yung tipong we were there 2 years now pero very unique pa rin yung nagagawa naming mga pwesto sa kotse. Like this year, may dumating na LC80 na nakaparang classic na wheels na parang there were concept ones na parang Deans na classic talaga, very classic looking. Sakto matangka, syempre, LC80, di ba? Lexus pa, LX450. So very classy talaga tignan yung kotse. Nalagay ko siya doon sa wine cellar sa gitna nung truck. Last year hindi ko nagamit yun kasi medyo walang kotse na bumagay and kung lowered hindi aabot Pero ito saktong-sakto talaga. I put him there. Wow, okay. Sakto nagamit ko yung space. And then there's sometimes naman na I try to tell a story with the cars. So kung napansin nyo, yung sa Clark, may dumating na Pajero Jr. Pajero Jr., it was white, two-tone silver, ganyan. Sakto, may dumating din na Pajero na Fieldmaster, na ganun din, na white and silver two-tone, na nakapareho sila, naka-fender mirror, ganyan. Pinagtabi ko sila, like, yo, katabi kayo, parang father and son to. So, yun, kumbaga, yun yung aesthetic, na tipong I try to play around, not just with the cars, but with the backdrop. So, yung kumbaga yan, the photographers have something to play with na tipo they can play with many angles and at the same time yung maraming content na lalabas nakakaiba, di ba? So for me kumbaga I try to do my best to not just curate but arrange the cars in such a way na iba palagi yung aesthetic na both the owners and the content creators can enjoy what they're seeing and appreciate the cars all the more.
Experience na talaga, no?
Yes.
Sa overall experience.
Ikaw, Kevin.
Yun. Basta magandang picture. Hindi. Yung feel. Ako yung theme eh. Yung
Basta
theme eh.
magandang
Kasi
picture.
yung theme ng cars talaga yung gusto ko sana masunod. Let's say dito, tabi-tabi yung
So
slab
any,
na ganun.
virtually any
Any
space na,
Yeah.
di ba? You can,
Siya nga sabi ko nga siya, kahit
Nafi-fit
anong
in-
space.
You meet into the space.
Kahit anong space.
Siguro sa theme na lang ng car kung paano, ganun.
Okay.
Tsaka I think with Stan, since yun, karamihan nga ng mga pupunta sa curated spaces, mga tropa mo na no? Kumbaga, we all understand the assignment na parang, ipwesto natin na maayos yung mga kotse para malinis tingnan.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, everyone understands the assignment. Unless yun, may special request si Kev na, ipwesto mong ganyan. Fine.
Di, yun nga maganda pag magkakilala. Walang bida-bida.
Yes. Oo, that's true.
Saka when you're asked to switch, okay lang.
Okay lang. Okay lang.
Yeah.
Kasi they'll understand eh. It's for the betterment of the whole vibe, di ba?
Kumbaga, our circle understands na hindi biro magpatakbo ng event.
Event, yes.
Diba? Yung tipo kung bida-bida ka dito, pare, isa ka pang problema ang iintindihin. Di ba?
O kaya ikaw magpa-event.
Oo, try mo naman ikaw
Diba?
magpa-event nang malaman mo gaano kahirap,
Gusto mo palang bida ka, ikaw magpa-event.
Daming ganun, di ba? Mag-comment.
Oo.
Mag-comment sa internet.
Di ba?
Magkano sila?
Talk shit ka sa internet, pare. Dose-dose na gusto kong murahin tuwing event. Di ba?
Admin.
Talaga, seryoso.
So yun, do you coordinate with each other to avoid scheduling conflicts or theme overlaps?
Good question, no?
No,
Hindi. Kasi alam mo na eh.
alam mo
Yeah,
na eh.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll know eh. Pero yeah, I do get friends who ask, kunwari si Kevin, kailan Legends?
Yeah. Ako, if there's legends, wala ako matagal.
Yeah,
I mean,
oo.
ganun. No.
Ganun lang. Simple courtesy lang, ganyan. Like, on the end of Legends din, we do get messages na parang, kunwari, timbre galing kila HCP or something na, hey, may event kaming ganito on this date. Baka tabla tayo, tamaan. Okay lang. I mean, for us, it's more of like a courtesy call.
Yeah.
Na, okay lang naman. I mean,
Gentleman's
it's-
agreement, no?
Oo, gentleman's
Hindi
agreement.
siya parang nangyayari. Ako, may date ako in mind. Tignan ko lang kung merong
Yeah.
Kung may
event.
interest, di ba? Oo.
Ganun lang.
Tsaka yung, kung alam naman namin na tatama on like a holiday or something na may ipa-event, yung tropa or what, like, okay, isip muna. Kasi like, on our end, syempre, like si Robert is heavily involved in motorsports. So we also look at the motorsports calendar. Na kunwari, may patakbo si Super Sprint or may patakbo ang Clark or what.
Iwas na lang.
Iwas. Yeah.
Iwas na lang.
So, you have to look at it on both ends. So, it's more of yung calendar
Yes.
generally.
Especially this year, no? There's so
Dami.
many events.
Yeah.
Ang dami.
Wala, like kami.
Hindi,
this
tsaka
year,
kasi ngayon,
Yeah.
sobrang daming grupo.
Dami.
Kaya ganyang karami yung event.
Dami.
Every
Sobrang-
week may meet, no? Almost.
every week.
Halos
Yeah.
every week
Halos
meron.
every week.
Kasi lahat ngayon na nagkukotse, parang any brands, gumawa na sila ng grupo nila.
Oo,
So,
Totoo.
talagang maya't
Totoo.
maya mayroong mga meets.
Yeah. Meets and motorsports events, daming event.
Dami.
Grabe.
Yeah.
And minsan wala ka na magagawa.
And
Tumapat sa schedule.
yeah, generally it's good for local car culture na
Yeah.
lagi may ganap, 'di ba?
There's more
Yes.
there's more activities where enthusiasts get to enjoy their cars, their communities.
Panahon naman kasi natin, wala eh.
Yeah.
Wala.
Oo.
Walang car meet eh.
Hindi kasi wala naman
Kaya nga tayo nagsimula ng ganyan to meet like-minded.
the internet wasn't as
Ang nangy-
diverse.
ang-
Forums.
Yes,
Forums.
Forums
Hindi,
tayo,
ano-
doon tayo nag-uusap.
Hindi,
AutoIndustriya started as a
AutoIndustriya.
forum, di ba?
Forums lang.
Yeah.
Ang nangyayari, pumupunta ka sa isang area just to see if may nakatambay.
Yan, oo.
Yeah.
Di ba? Tapos,
Green Hills.
Green
Green
Hills.
Hills.
Shell, bus.
Sa bus.
Oh.
Oo.
Pag may
Green Hills
nakatambay,
was like
Yeah.
hinto ka. Oh, di ba?
every weekend meron yan
Yeah.
yung Green Hills,
Friday
so.
sa Yellow Cab.
May
Green
mga-
Hills yan.
Sa Yellow Cab na yung parking. Kami doon
Oo.
sa parking pa ng, yung sinaunang parking pa nila na namana
Nabutan niya
natin.
yung creek.
Saan yun?
Hindi mo alam yung creek.
Hindi, alam ko yung creek yung may Jollibee.
Yun.
Yun,
May meet pala doon dati.
Hindi,
Doon.
Yun sila sila Boss Mike.
Ako na naman tinuturo
Mga 6
ni
years old.
Peter na buta
6 years
naman
old
yun.
pa lang ako.
Hindi, ako
Jollibee
ano,
pa lang pinupunta ko doon sa
May
Green Hills.
Jollibee,
Yes.
parkings, iba-ibang corners yan.
Ako,
May
pinaplan pa lang ako ng
mga
parents ko.
sounds. May sarili silang tambayan. Ano yan?
Hindi ko alam yun.
And you could
Nag-Gran
drive
Turismo
to
ako sa bahay.
you could drive to BGC in like what?
10 minutes.
Hindi, 15 minutes na lang natin ilagay kasi pag 10 minutes
Alam na,
yung
speeding ka eh.
Oo.
Pero
ganun
hindi kasi,
kaluwag yung kalsada.
ang tawag nga namin sa C5 dati, Fuji Speedway.
Alright.
Oh, kasi from bus, pwede kang puntang BGC balikan.
Sarap.
Para mag-testing lang.
Testing lang.
Oo.
Testing.
Yes, para mag-testing. Oo.
Sarap.
Yun. I think let's move to baka
Saan tayo mapunta?
baka makulong pa tayo.
Saan tayo mapunta?
So we go beyond the cars. No? The community, syempre, kasama yun eh. Syempre, the cars cannot go
Yeah.
to the venues themselves or the meets themselves. No? As the people with the cars, the owners, the drivers, or whatever, caretakers. Minsan may mga caretakers, iba pa nga may-ari ng kotse.
Yes.
It happens, no?
Oh,
So,
yung RX-7 ko, may ganun yan. May RC yan.
oo.
Alam mo na kung sino ka.
ensuring the meet is not just about the machines but also the people. No? So, what is the role of the organizer in mediating disputes or maintaining, let's so to speak, no, positive energy para wala nagkakainitan? I think kay Peter wala nun kasi
Wala.
generally magkakaibigan eh. So,
wala.
diba? Everyone's no?
Kaya
Ikaw,
ayoko nga i-open invite.
What about you? Since yours is the most open.
So far
sort
wala
of,
naman
so to
wala naman
speak.
nag-aaway. Knock on wood. I mean, parang wala naman because stance talaga nakala sa rule din. No showboating, di ba?
Yeah.
In short, walang pataasan ng ere. It's a laid back meet. It started from like yun. So, yeah, for me yun. Community comes first, di ba? Before the car.
Okay.
Before yung mga kotse, yung tao talaga because it makes the event an event, di ba? So, yun, sana, I mean, positive lang talaga. Wala lang I mean, kung may mga self na wag dito, di ba?
Wag sa event.
Wag sa event. I
Wag
mean,
sa event.
respetuhin na lang din natin yung area. Hindi lang siya for stance. I think for general.
For all meets.
Yeah.
Para
Oo.
maintain the positive,
Yeah.
yung car. Kumbaga, nandito tayo para mag-enjoy ng
Yeah.
kotse,
Yun
hindi
na
para
yung-
mag-away.
yeah. That's their break
Yeah.
from everyday life, di ba? For some, lalo na.
True.
Kotse.
Ikaw, Oric, do you have,
Sa Legends kasi...
Siya may conflict sa lahat.
Uy, mabait ako. Mabait ako.
Siya yung may conflict sa lahat.
Hindi. Ano kasi, for us, thankfully, no, siguro side effect na yon ng pagbuo ng
Strict.
lumang kotse na yung sinasabi nilang character building exercise na nagiging mas patient ka or what. So, kumbaga, the fact na umabot ka sa Legends of the 90s with your proudly built 90s car means, kumbaga, you're a person of some level of decency. Diba?
Filtered na.
Filtered
Yeah.
na, oo.
Filtered na.
Kumbaga,
Especially pag makarating ka ng Clark with the 90s car.
exactly,
Yeah.
oo.
Patient
Yun nga.
ka,
Mahaba
mabait kang
pasensya
tao.
mo.
Mahaba. And we really do have guys from
Yeah.
Cavite pa and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, 20 to
No,
30
I
year car.
kid you
diba?
not, the only RX-7 at that event last Saturday was from Cavite.
Your personal car
Yellow.
didn't even make it.
My personal car didn't make it.
Kaya nabash ka eh.
Oo nga eh. Oo. Nabash daw ako eh. Tapo ko na lang daw RX-7 ko kung wala akong itlog i-drive. Puta pare, ikaw mag-ayos ng kotse ko ha. Hindi mura yun.
Grabe yun.
Oo, di ba? It's like, yo, ako, I have the luxury of having a GR Yaris to drive pa.
Ayan na. Pine-personal na po ni Admin.
Si admin.
Mainit na langis.
Oo.
Bigyan na natin ng drink si admin.
Anyway, yun nga, parang for Legends, for us, it's part of it na maayos kang tao, the fact na meron kang patience at tiyaga magbuo ng lumang kotse, kahit naggalit na sa'yo buong pamilya mo, galit na lahat, na inuubos yung pera and everything. Hey, you made it. Di ba? Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pero moral of the story, no, wag naman paabutin na galit na sa ibong pamilya mo na gusto mong kakain. No? Don't do that, no?
Balansehin nyo yan.
Yes.
Yun yung sikreto.
No. So, how have your meets contributed to have they contributed to lasting friendships or professional partnerships in the industry?
Sa akin, more
Sa'yo?
like networks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Networks. Kumbaga, friends of friends, nagkakilala. So, lumawak yung connections. Lumawak yung
Minsan pa nagbibili ng kotse doon, di ba?
Huwag ganun, baka baka marami pong matend.
Pero di ba, may
Hindi, meron
success, no?
meron na doon nagkaka-deal.
Yep.
Oo.
Normal.
How about you, Kevin?
Yeah, ako. Ako, personal, yung mga naging trabaho ko. I mean, I worked for several car shops and friends na kilala ko through the meets. I mean, lahat. And I consider yun nga, yung mga nakakasama ko sa meets na talagang yun yung mga core na kaibigan ko ngayon. Hindi nga from Motorsports, yung mga talagang dikit ko na kaibigan. Yeah. Na sumasama sa meet.
Nice.
What about you,
Yeah.
Oric?
Same. Most of, kumbaga, the sponsors we work with, yung core group namin na nag-organize ng events and what, di ba? I've met them through years of, joining meets and events.
Hindi.
From Stans Pilipinas pa lang.
Ako mga simple example na lang eh. Tayong lahat. Magkakakilala tayo dahil sa kotse.
Yeah.
Kotse.
Oh.
Yun
Yeah.
lang yun.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Magkakaiba tayo ng age, generation.
True.
Ito mo, layo na niya. Layo niya.
Kanina pa nilalayo ni Peter.
Kami nun eh.
Pero di ba, nagbe-bridge pagdating sa kotse.
Yeah. So cars bring people together.
Yes.
True.
Well, yun nga, I guess it really depends on why you build cars and why you get a certain car, di ba?
Yeah. Yeah, enjoy minsan pag sabay kayo bumuo ng mga kaibigan mo.
That's true.
Pare-parehas
Di
kayo.
ba?
Tulungan kayo.
Ano kasabihan ng internet? I built my car.
Ano ba yun? I didn't build my car for your approval. I built it for Facebook needs. Diba?
Pero ako kahit ano mangyari, hindi ako bubunga RX-7. Kahit sabihin ni Oric. RX-7 hindi.
Ako
Hindi talaga.
Hindi, kasi
I mean, it's a nice car, pero yung...
Sa itsura ng
it's
lahat,
really nice. Pero-
lahat ng ka-generation niya, RX-7 yung
RX-7.
pinakamaganda.
Oo.
Kaya
Pero
lang
maganda yung kotse. Timeless, no?
the way na nakikita ko si Ao, si
Yeah.
Dagol,
The way
Lahat
nakikita mo si Au.
Pero it's really
paubos
nice.
na yung akin, tapos magiging ganyan. Kaya yan, Brad.
Oo. May nakitira pa nga ng RX-7 sa bahay namin dati ng more than almost a year.
Oh.
No.
Ginamit ko pa, drinay ko papunta Subic.
Tapang mo
Pag alis ko, poging-pogi ako. Ganda ng kotse. In the middle of the road, NLEX, traffic. Yung aircon, umayaw.
Umayaw yung aircon.
Eh, wala na, bukasan ng bintana. Nagpapay.
Kaya nga sabi nga nila, if you have an RX-7,
Oo.
talagang mahal mo yung kotse.
Oo naman.
Hindi dahil nakikiin ka, nakikihype ka, dapat mahal mo yung kotse para talagang mabuo mo siya.
Kaya ate Alex, diba ang gamot Alex, kailangan mo
Kailangan mo ng gamot.
Kailangan mo ng
mo
minoxidil.
Gamot.
Kailangan mo ng gamot sa sakit ng ulo.
Oo. Kaya ngayon down yung kotse pero I'll really try to get it running again. It's a completely different experience.
Pero
naman
pogi
talaga.
talaga yung kotse, di ba?
Really nice.
He is pogi.
Saka yung drive.
Oo. Hindi,
Masarap
iba.
din-
Iba.
Masarap i-drive yung kotse, iba.
Iba. Like, I even have, minsan nakasakay yung mga kaibigan ko naka-Porsche or what, they'll say, this isn't a Porsche, but yung kumbaga, the feeling is close.
Yeah.
Diba? There is still no substitute. But,
Pero, di ba, considering, that's an FR. Their cars,
Oo.
di ba?
completely different. But yung sporting na experience, yung pagka-involved ng
Yeah.
kotse.
Theirs would be a rear engine or mid engine. So, di ba?
Yes.
Ito, the future.
Wala.
Di ba? Pang
Walang
future. Anong future?
Wala.
Ito na.
Sabi ni Au, puro supot. Wala. Walang future.
So where do you think the Philippine car scene is headed?
Malayo. Kasi may social media na.
Yeah.
Compare dati.
Malayo.
Ang worry ko yung build. Let's say yung build ng kotse.
Quality.
Oh, kasi like ngayon yung mga presyo ng mga kotse tumataas na lahat, 'di ba? Like yung mga JDM and all. Before it was really accessible.
Fairly accessible.
So that's one. I'm not sure kung may iba pang mga platform na susunod diyan. Ngayon ang mahal na kasi, especially 'di ba? Road conditions, that's
another
different
thing.
topic. Ang hirap na mag-drive. ng bulok.
Building older cars.
Yeah, ng lumang kotse.
Aminado ka doon sa bulok, tapos paglabas
aminado.
mo, puro lubak.
Lubak, 'di ba? Yun yung worry ko. But I think the fire's there. I hope, 'di ba? Na nandyan yung love natin for cars.
But have newer cars started showing up in your meets, stance meet? Kasi wala namang basta may you qualify with that stance and
Yeah.
if it's a
Meron na
modern
din,
car,
yeah.
it's a new model.
Meron na din.
Meron na din.
Yeah.
Di ba? Kasi yun eh. Doon din pupunta di ba? Kailangan bago na. Kasi your meet is agnostic of age.
Yeah.
Yes.
Di ba? Yours is
Walang
agnostic
siya,
of age. Eh.
Sure.
Para kay Peter din. Agnostic din ng age yun eh. Di ba? Kasi
Any.
basta magdala ka ng
Any.
More like bring your best bakal. Eh.
Yes,
Bring
any.
it.
Di ba? Yours is 90s talaga. Talagang
90s
strict.
talaga.
90s.
Pero even with that limitation, we look forward to how creative or how what's the word? Madiskarte people can get with bringing in cars.
Yeah.
Because there are new old cars coming in.
Yeah.
Diba?
New,
Yung magugulat ka na, may ganyan pala dito.
And how good they tell their story also.
Oh, yeah. So, yung mga barn finds still do exist. And
Meron.
one by one, people find them and build them. Like, there was one time yung unicorn namin sa Parklinks was a JZX90. Diba? Who would think Toyota Mark II na left-hand drive exists here?
Number one kasi yung concern natin nung una na sourcing ng parts. Ngayon, accessible.
And fairly accessible. Oh,
May
pero,
internet, madali mag-order ng
Yes.
parts sa internet.
pero like say, in the case of this car, they never made the left-hand drive car version of it. Diba? So again, it's still a challenge. And the fact na it exists here, wow. Diba? Yung kahit kami, medyo nagulat kami na wow.
Urig left-hand drive.
Hindi naman, hindi
Ay,
converted. Pero
converted.
the
Ako
fact that,
original eh. Wala.
How would you convert it?
Convert.
Diba?
Oh,
Kasi
that's
wala
converted.
siyang exact
Ah.
example ng left hand doon.
correct.
Oh,
Paano yung pag mirror mo ng dash?
Yes.
Paano yung sidings mo? Ganyan, di ba?
Oo, kasi
So,
wala.
we all know the intricacies of that kasi kami mismo nanggaling, we came from that experience of building a car. So I think sa Legends, yun lang yung kumbaga common denominator namin lahat kahit na iba-iba kotse namin, iba-iba yung kumbaga circumstances ng pagbuo. Lahat kami binuo namin kotse namin para makarating dito. So
Eto since you said converting, so since hindi completely illegal kasi gawin yun, so do you think that contributes also to the,
Is it?
it's an obstacle.
di ba?
It's
But
an
Is it
obstacle.
illegal? Di ba
it's not
hindi?
completely illegal. Hindi nga siya illegal. It's maybe frowned upon, syempre ayaw nila. But it's not illegal. So that contributes to the to the sort of the variety, di ba?
That's
of
true.
the
Yes.
melting pot of 90s cars. Kasi
Oo.
yun nga, maraming 90s cars pero marami ring hindi left-hand drive. di ba?
Marami ring hindi legal dito or hindi
Hindi,
dumating
tsaka mas
dito.
maraming maganda na yung hindi available sa atin.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because yun nga, the choices we had back then was
Very,
really,
very
really
limited.
di ba?
Oo.
Eh, yun yung maganda sa meet mo, actually. Nakikita mo yung mga ganong builds.
Yes.
Mm.
Yung mga
I'm
kakaibang
more-
auto, no?
Bilang organizer, I'm more amazed at the dedication of people to actually try to bring something unique or something different to the meets. Yung tipong di ba, last year yung first time namin sa Clark, this year was our second meet and we had about 160 cars.
Yeah.
From last year to this year, ibang-iba yung variety and kumbaga the folks from up north really brought something different for us to see. Yung tipong unti-unti sila nagsisilabasan na hey, may mga nakatago dito.
Yeah. And we don't see them often kasi
Yeah.
Hindi mo talaga
sa
makikita.
Manila, hindi mo talaga
Doon lang lalabas siya.
Yeah,
Hindi mo naman talaga
lumalabas
makikita.
sila and we're very happy na
Yeah.
they show up talaga.
Saka malayo rin ibiyahe. Clark isn't an easy, your car didn't want to go.
Yeah.
So,
Pero we
yung-
get people from
Tarlac, lahat. Yeah.
Tarlac, Baguio,
Baguio.
vegan.
Yung mga closed event ni Au tsaka ni Kev, mas maganda pa kaysa sa auto salon. Local. Local. Kasi hindi mo makikita yan eh. Hindi naman nila ipapasok ng auto salon yung mga ganyan eh. Ang makikita mo yung newer cars. Factory, tapos
Yeah.
naka-bolt-ons and
Well,
everything.
iba kasi yung purpose, I guess, ng car show, negosyo.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Kaya nga mas
Oo.
nakikater yung event
Yeah.
nila.
Oo. Not to say naman that the car show is bad, but
Oo.
it's just
It's different.
It has a
It's
different
different.
purpose. No? I mean,
Yes.
Of course, the car show to keep on, I mean, they have, significant cost to worry about. Yung venue pa lang, ang
Yeah.
mahal na nun.
Kasi ang hinahabol
Yeah.
nila is yung
Yeah.
yung cost
Business.
nila.
Yung cost, yeah.
And of course, the participants also, hindi rin man mura sumali. Kasi may fee na yun eh.
Yeah, they have to.
Diba?
Ganun din yata ang Japan, di ba? With Tokyo Auto Salon, yung car show, tsaka yung Tokyo Auto Salon and the meets. Iba rin yung
Iba.
variety.
Di ba ang layo ng Wakefest?
Yeah.
Malayo.
Malayong Wakefest sa auto salon.
Private kasi si Wakefest. No?
Yeah.
So it's a different purpose, no? Kasi syempre, the commercial activity would attract, of course, the more commercial cars.
Yes, oo.
Yeah.
So in that yung kumbaga yung difference ng car the nature of car shows is completely different to
Yes.
what we appreciate. Kasi syempre,
Yeah.
ang gusto namin nakikita namin sa meets natin,
Yung hindi ko nakikita.
one, hindi natin nakikita, and
Yung hindi
two,
ko
they are
nakikita.
honest street cars with plates and they run. Yung
Kalawang.
tipong, oo.
So, yun.
Kumbaga, these cars they're great, but they're not perfect.
Yeah.
Like, matuturo ko sa'yo lahat ng mali sa RX-7 ko. Kasi,
Yeah.
Naaaraw si Kev pagka medyo
Kalawang.
bulok, no?
Oo.
Iba yung boses niya nung pagkasabi niya ng kalawang, eh. Parang naaaraw siya.
Hindi yun yung na-appreciate ko kasi. I mean, mas mahilig ako sa luma talaga. I mean, that's why, yun, pag nakikita ko sa meet nga ni Oric, ako ito kasi may
Ako hindi ako mahilig sa luma, kaya lang yun lang ang afford ko.
No, syempre, pag dinala mo yung may patina sa car show, iba yung ano mo doon, di ba? So, iba. Kasi some people would knock at the car show na, hindi, better yung car meet. Malamang magkaiba kasi yung
Magkaiba yan.
magkaiba.
Yes.
Magkaiba
diba?
sila.
You can't really, it's, I guess, similar to a completely open meet versus your
Yung
curated
invited,
meets.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Invite only, di ba? Or Kevin's even, I don't know, Kevin's open but curated meet, di ba? Hindi, di ba? It's, I guess, would you say it's not for everyone?
For everyone, pero you have to
You have to prove yourself.
You
Yes.
have to prove yourself.
You have to prove yourself.
Hindi naman namin nililimit yung a-attend.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, may
yeah.
qualifications.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yung we really have to see the level of dedication you have to your build. Or kunwari, meron kang, this word gets thrown around so much at the applications. Pag meron kang parang concept na pinanindigan mo all the way,
Theme.
na ganito yung gusto kong makita. Because like, say, look, tayo, nakapunta na tayo ng mga yan, Tokyo Auto Salon, you've been on shows through Southeast Asia, so nakikita mo kung paano magbuo yung mga tao in other countries
Yes.
compared to how we do it. So kami ni Kev, we always have this conversation na you can actually tell who builds their cars based on what they've seen in Japan, abroad, ganyan. Sure, you look at the internet, di ba? Pero iba yung nakikita mo talaga on the streets na tumatakbo doon. Heck, hindi nga simpleng auto salon eh.
Yeah.
Auto salon, yeah, sure, you see all the cool stuff and the newest things, great. But if you see what people
Yung
are doing,
kultura talaga.
yung kultura
Oo.
nila on the streets, it's different.
The
Yung
real,
hidden
the
meets
real
nila.
car
Yeah.
The
culture.
real
diba?
car culture.
Yung
yeah.
hidden meets nila.
Even how they
Hindi
do.
yung nasa, hindi yung nasa catalog,
Hindi.
nasa
Yes,
magazine,
iba eh.
diba?
Correct.
There's soul, yun na lang.
Oo.
May soul na parang, marunong to.
Sabi ko nga sa
Tambay ito, hindi nga daikuko eh. Tambay ito sa ibang parking lot, diba? Diba?
parang hindi sabi ko nga dapat may identity yung kotse.
Yep.
Yun yung number one.
Yun yung pinaka-beauty of going to Japan and going out to event. Punta kang Daikoku, yung mga Umihotaru Tatsumi, or wherever on the streets. Makikita mo talaga na ginagamit itong mga kotse na to and they look this good or they might look this way kasi ginagamit siya. Say, pangtakbo sa C1 or whatever. Diba? Yung kumbaga may purpose yung kotse, which is why it looks like that and it just happens to look cool. But then some people just pick it off the internet, make it look a certain way. Ganito kasi cool siya, nakita ko sa internet. Hindi yung nakita ko siya kasi ganito niya ginagamit yung kotse. Kaya ganyan yan. So there's a difference talaga. Like lalo na sa circles natin, you know, people who have actually been inspired from their travels or what they've seen and they take it back home. Ganun yung gusto namin nakikita kasi it really promotes creativity.
Yung feel na, general feel, diba? Eurocar pero walang JDM yung style. Diba? I mean,
May ganun.
what,
May ganun
diba?
ito.
Yung,
Ikaw.
diba? I mean,
Wala init.
yun, so yung, ewan ko.
Personality mo yun, yung soul ng kotse mo.
Yes.
Diba?
Kaya nga may identity.
So what emerging trends are you seeing?
Trends.
In mids, no? Kay, syempre wala na talaga, 90s lang yun. So, EVs, hypercars, newer JDM
Mas
models.
marami may afford ngayon ng sobrang expensive na kotse. Compare sa atin dati. Kasi dati, handful lang yung supercar. Ilan lang.
Yeah.
Yan lang.
Makakita ka sa kalsada, alam mo, ay, may-ari ito ng ganyan, bilang mo.
Bilang.
Ngayon, punta kang Makati, every Sunday.
Every
Sunday.
Dami. So, iba pa yung sa event ko na Titans, hindi naman lumalabas yung mga yun. Pero, mas maraming may afford ngayon ng supercar.
Afford ba or more willing? I think more willing to spend and also of course,
Hindi, mas mahal ang kotse ngayon compared dati.
More willing.
Mas mahal ang kotse ngayon.
and more willing to spend
Yes,
their
sir.
money. Diba?
Kasi dati yung 2M mo, naka-STI ka na. Kumbaga top of the food chain ka na.
Yeah.
Ngayon 2M mo,
Wala.
fortune yan?
Yeah.
No,
Barely
Mahal
an
na,
8.6.
yeah.
Oh, di ba?
mahal na. All cars are expensive now.
Mahal.
Yes.
Yep.
Diba? But more willing sila, no? More willing to part with their money. I'm sure some of them really have money before.
Hindi, kasi
walang
magugulat ka sa mga bata,
Yeah.
first car daw nila, M2.
Oo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck, humingi ako ng Supra sa tatay ko dati, siguro baka binaril ako nun. Kasi diba, parang 5 million yung hihingin mo eh.
Oo.
Eh yung Civic ko dati, I think that was 400,000, parang ano na yun.
Mahal
Kumbaga,
na yun.
mahal.
Mahal na yun. Hoy,
Mahal
ingatan
na.
mo yan.
Oh, mahal na
Saka
yun.
ano yung kotse sa bahay na, pwede kong gamitin yan.
Oo.
Yun na lang, diba? Hindi
Ngayon,
naman
sipin mo
bago.
yung bata, first car, M2,
Yeah.
o kaya
Oo.
Supra, ganyan.
Grabe.
So, yun yung yun yung difference siguro
Iba
ngayon.
na.
Iba.
Iba, no? Iba yung iba yung the way they see.
Buying capacity ng tao ngayon.
Buying
Iba.
tumaas. And but the willingness to part with the money is different. And yun nga, the diverse choices of cars. Ang dami ng klase. Diba? Yun nga, yung mga EV, tutulin ng EV.
Yes, isa pa yun.
Ayan, on the topic of cars being given to kids with lack of experience behind the wheel, no.
I didn't go to the topic, nilagay mo.
Nilagay ko doon.
Kailangan sabihin, may kailangan sabihin.
Nilagay ko doon, I am going to go into the next trend, which is, thankfully, manufacturers are getting into motorsports and exposing people to it.
Yeah.
All the more. Diba? Yung left and right, you've got,
Cup.
diba? You've got Gazoo Racing hosting track days. You've got yung Mazda Fan Festa regularly na people can go out and experience the track and experience the car on the limit, diba? Because growing up,
Walang ganun.
Walang ganun. And
Walang ganun.
I really had to go out of my way to go to Subic.
Yeah.
Na tipo, wala,
Isa lang ang track.
wala kang run-off, pader ang ano mo doon, di ba? So, kami kailangan namin ingatan kotse namin, mauwi namin.
Ang
Pero-
grass natin doon, tires.
Oo. Pero, all the same, iba yung feeling talaga na na-push mo yung kotse on track versus on the street. Kumbaga, pag na-push mo siya on track, malalaman mo na pwedeng gawin ng kotse mo
On the limit.
On the limit.
On the limit,
So,
yes.
you have better control or at least better understanding. So, to these kids who've gotten their really powerful cars, I really implore you guys to
Take it to the track.
take it to the track, take up motorsports, or at least
Yes.
learn what your car is capable
Hindi, tsaka
of.
mawawala yung kate nila sa kalsada.
Yeah, that's true, ah.
Tsaka yung salo, minsan. I mean, for,
Ayan,
let's
salo.
say, hydro,
Kasi ikaw,
basa ka.
ano bang sal?
Ako, one time I was driving ng 190, 2 weeks ago, sa Skyway ako. Basa, may umulan, lakas. Pitik yung car. I mean, buti na salo ko, hindi ako magaling, hindi ako marunong.
Pero
Pero
you have the fundamentals.
kahit
to do.
papano, but yun nga, hindi pinapanood ko lang kasi sila kasi I don't drive. Pero yun yung sabi ko buti na lang nakapanood ko sila.
So nag-aquaplane.
Oh, nasa loko yung car, mabilis. But I was driving 60 speed ko lang. Pero yun nga, tama ka doon. Yung
60?
190 na drive na yun.
Maniniwala ako doon. Walang bugay yung 190 na yun, pare. Walang
190. Kala ko 190.
Yung 190.
Yung 190.
Pare, namaneho ko yun. Wala talaga. 60 nga lang talaga yung tatakbo nun.
Pero yun nga, tama yun eh. I mean, it's for safety rin eh. I mean, for road safety. Na marunong ka sumali.
Just because you drive on the truck doesn't mean you wanna race. Diba?
Hindi, kasi ang kalaban mo naman sa truck, sarili mo.
That's true. Pag
Hindi yan competition sa ibang tao,
the moment
sarili
may
mo.
try kang habulin, yan, dyan ka papader.
So mostly limitations sa sarili mo, how your car handles, yun yung matututunan mo sa truck.
That's true. So yun to these kids, at least diba, may binigyan na kayo ni daddy ng mahal na kotse, at least man lang gamitin nyo na yung pera pang truck.
Hindi naman kayo walang pera, so...
5 million yung first car mo eh.
5 million yung auto mo, what's 3,500 for a track day and a paddock or what, diba?
Tama.
And go have fun.
Hindi, tsaka para hindi yung mahataw sa kalsada.
Oo, para di kayo kati sa kalsada.
So what do you think of the newer JDM models now?
Ako boring eh.
Nakadrive akong GR Yaris weeks ago. Enjoy ako. Sarap pala i-drive nun.
Kasi low pa rin.
Raw, yeah.
Low pa rin.
Yun pala.
Low pa rin. Pero yung mga talagang new na hybrid, and medyo walang soul for me That's for me lang. Kaya mas gusto ko pa rin yung luma kasi yung raw feel ng kotse hinahanap mo eh. Kasi kung gusto mo lang din ng ganun, daily commute yun eh. Yung gusto mo ng convenience, daily commute mo na kotse yun. Wag yung project car.
That's also why I was drawn to GR Yaris. The first time I drove it, yung tipong nasa utak ko na, kailan lang magkakaroon ng kotseng ganito.
That's a new Evo eh.
Exactly. Nung minamaneo ko siya na...
Evo 5.
Wag ko na nga lang ikakwento dito. Pero nung minaneo ko siya the first time at nanggigil ako, sabi ko, puta, Evo to, pare.
Evo 5.
It's a modern day Land Evo. And
Maluwag siya sa loob.
praise.
I mean, malaki siya.
Malaki siya.
So, cars like that, di ba? Parang kumbaga...
May soul.
Oo. Yung,
May soul.
yan, GR86, Miata.
Yes. Miata is nice.
These cars are still evolving. Di ba? Oh, fine. Sama mo na yung FL5. The fact that it's manual. No, actually, gusto ko yung turo ng FL5, ha?
Ang gusto ko sa FL5 is yung power niya is from bottom to top.
Oo.
Kasi si GR Yaris may power sa baba, pero sa
Wala
dulo.
sa dulo.
Pero sa FL5 nandun.
Very linear yung power.
Yes, yun ang maganda sa FL5.
Tsaka very engaging yung steering tsaka yung shifter.
Hindi daw niya alam. Hindi pa niya
Na-drive ko
na-drive.
pa lang yung base na Civic.
Iwan mo yung sayo.
Iwan mo sa kanya. So, size 15. Kasi, ako na bahala sa change color.
Ang new color ng AutoIndustriya is pink.
Sabi yun
Vlog!
Hindi, gusto ko na. Actually, yung FL5, gandang-ganda ako sa itsura talaga.
Ganda ng fitment ng pasok niya. So yun, first Stance Pilipinas, will extreme fitness, iba yung extreme fitness. Oo, kailangan natin may fit hindi, pero hindi. Will extreme fitment continue? Do you see it continuing, or will more functional look emerge?
Ngayon, parang mix eh. Dati mas marami talaga extreme.
Okay.
Mga 2015, 2016.
Ngayon,
talagang
hindi na sila makaalis ng bahay.
Kasi ngayon, road conditions.
Sa road conditions
may
natin.
ilan pa rin, pag nakakakita ko parang wow. Yung talagang sagad, static, nasa sahig. Sumasayad dyan sa labas. Spora to, kanina nakita ko eh. Civic, sabi ko, thumbs up. Kaya ako,
Yung mga weakness ni Kevin.
Hindi ko na
Yan, nagbubulok.
Hindi nga namin dadating to eh. Baka
Nandyan sa labas din ako.
stalker yata na to eh. Uy, alam ko na saan pupunta si Kevin Carlos. Para ma-thumbs up ako, pakita tayo.
Pero nakakatuwa. I mean, sana, yeah. Pero ngayon, honestly, I mean, parang nakikita ko na sa medyo functional talaga. Functional side of things lahat. Kasi nga, yun, road conditions and all. Pero for some, syempre, andyan pa rin yun. Nasa puso lang.
Kev, sabihin mo na lang tumatanda na tayo. Masyado pa sa lowered na kotse.
Hindi kaya eh.
Hindi kaya eh.
Ako tinry ko eh.
Mahirap.
Di ba tinry ko? Dalawang kotse ko. As in,
Nagagalit ka pag gawa sa roof deck ka na eh. Sabi ko, galit na to. Lowered na to.
Kasi tinry ko na dalawang kotse static. Wala. Hindi sa road conditions natin.
Ngayon,
Kaya nung kotse, hindi kaya nung road conditions natin.
Yung traffic din back then, yung 2012, 2013, kahit
wala.
lowered ka, mababa, pwede ka pang syumete. Ngayon,
Wala na.
Iba, hirap talaga. Pero sana it's still there.
Tama. Legends of the 90s, how do you ensure the legacy continues when parts and clean examples become scarcer?
Yun.
Yung tanong.
Yung konti,
question,
kasi
Yun.
Alam mo,
time-bound, no?
Okay. May mga na-observe ako sa mga kotse from the... Fine, let's go back to the 70s. Siguro direct comparison ko na lang. Yung pinaka-unang Mazda 323, which is, they call it the GLC, they call it the Great Little Car. Nobody knows about it now. See? Y'all don't know about it. Nobody knows about it. Why?
323 GLC.
323 GLC. Why does nobody know about it? Because it was just an econo box na nobody cared for, na kinalawang, pinasabog sa mga pelikula ng
Maaraw
FPJ
na naman
o
to.
whatever.
Kalawang mo lang. Nasa niya kalawang.
Maaraw na naman to.
Sige, ganito na lang. Point being, halos same time siya lumabas as the first gen RX-7, the FB.
Okay.
Bakit kilala pa ng mga tao yung first gen na FB and the Great Little Car hindi na? It's because people love the RX-7 more. Kumbaga, kahit,
Mainstream.
even though honestly the rotaries are a piece of shit, I swear. But kahit papano, may amor pa rin yung tao sa kotse, nabubuhay pa rin sila. So, people actually make the effort to keep these things running. So, for us at Legends, the more we highlight cars that can be appreciated by other people, the more people will find an effort to keep these things running. Oo, parts are scarce, parts are getting rare, but there are people there who know their way around that, na may mahanap silang pyesa, yung mga random na nag-hoard ng pyesa ng mga Galant GTI or mga Corolla na big body or what, mga Toyota na parts. Meron at meron yan. Two, with the advent of 3D printing, and thankfully, yung with the more popular cars, yung mga manufacturers are remaking their parts,
yes.
di ba?
LC80 nga, di ba?
Oh,
they still,
LC80, A86, Supras,
they
di ba?
still issue new parts for it.
Yeah. So,
Diba, meron nga lately, China gumagawa siya ng body shell.
di ba? Body shell ng
Body shell.
A86 tsaka FJ40. Oh,
Saludo ko sa kanya.
yeah.
Kasi for doing that, I mean, diba, the OEMs, wala na eh.
Oh, it's because these people have a love for this particular car, diba? And that there's still a market for it. So, I think what we can do as Legends of the 90s, as kumbaga, the ones organizing the event, is to keep inspiring people to build these cars, diba? Na matuloy lang. Like ako, kunwari sa RX-7, diba? Oo, mahirap ang pyesa kasi literal, ilan lang kami meron nun dito. Ako at si Super G lang yung bumibili ng pyesa palagi. Pero,
May sira kasi sa ulo yung dalawa kayo
given yun. Pero di ba yung like, online, marami kang makikita na, hey, may ginawa kami bagong pyesa na ganito. Heck, nakagawa na sila ng cup holders para sa RX-7. Kalahin mo yun.
Walang cup holder yun.
Wala, pare. Fancy that. Hey, meron na ngayon.
Okay.
So, di ba, as long as people love these cars, they'll keep trying to develop them and make them better. Granted, maybe it's not just the manufacturer doing it, but it's real enthusiasts who actually
Yes.
test and, make sure these cars work properly.
Sila yung may alam kung ano yung kailangan ng kotse.
Correct. Oo.
Titans of Manila, how do you plan to handle the increasing volume? Siyempre, dumadami.
Doon dami.
Magbawas ng friends.
Nagboss.
Hindi na baka hindi ka na pwede ngayon.
Kasi mahirap yung, lalo na pag puro friends, hindi
Yes,
mo invite.
siguro venue.
Or magdasal na lang na hindi sila pwede. Para magkasya.
Okay din sa akin na lahat naman available.
Oo.
Kasi
Yeah.
that's a once a year event natin na magkakasama tayong lahat eh.
Yun lang yung magkakasya, no?
So sa akin, number one concern is venue.
Yeah, yung favorite venue natin, hindi talaga tayo na-allow doon sa street parking. Sayang.
Pero kung
That
kasi
could
yung
help a lot, no?
yung second event natin is around 200. Marami na nagalit kasi nga nag-traffic na yung GH.
Kaya naman pwede. Ayaw naman nga, like we said, ayaw naman natin mga abala.
Kasi hindi nga lahat car guys.
Yes.
So hindi din nila maintindihan bakit tayo naggagano. Ba't isang araw na to nakatambay sa parking lot, di ba? So, hindi nila maintindihan.
Ba't di kami makapark dyan? Biniyaran namin yung parking lot eh.
Yun nga, oo.
Oo.
So mostly yun ang number one concern ko, venue.
venue, the limitations of the venue.
Perpetual problem ng mga organizer.
Yeah. Dapat
Kasi
magkaroon na lang
sa atin naman, the more na umattend, mas masaya tayo, syempre.
Siyempre, gusto natin maraming...
Pero syempre, ini-screen pa rin natin
Yeah.
to be quality yung event natin.
Yeah.
More like sa'yo, marami is more like all the friends can come and join. Diba?
Yes,
Siyempre,
oo.
minsan...
Kasi pwede ko lang naman gawing open eh. Marami pupunta pag open. Kaya lang nga, paano natin i-handle yung crowd?
Tama.
Sobrang hirap na nun.
Magulo. So yun, advice for aspiring maybe organizers or curators, no? Di ba?
Wag na.
Advice pa kayo?
Wag na lang kayo mag-rep, pero na lang.
Wag na, papaaway lang.
Ano?
Depende. Sa organizer, siguro, tignan mo lang kung saan ka lilinya.
Yeah.
Kasi siya, katulad ni Ao, Legend of the 90s, nandun na siya. Si Kev sa stands. So, yung mga nag-organize ng meet na wala lang. Walang purpose, walang team. Yun yung hindi ko naintindihan eh.
Yeah.
Kasi parang, okay, nagpa-car meet ka lang sa parking lot. Which is we can all do it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Pero yung pag pinopromote na yun as, I don't know, ginagawa na nilang negosyo o what, pero wala naman
Hindi, yun naman kasi yung parang priority nung iba eh. Inuuna nila na yung business side.
Yeah.
Tayo hindi naman eh.
Oo.
Kalawang muna.
Kalawang muna.
Coach
So,
muna. Coach and community talaga.
It's not a real, wala na yung real soul of the
Yes,
enthusiasm, no? So, it's more what you say, it's more of like a, it's a business venture disguised as a car meet.
Yan!
Yun.
Yung mga negosyo!
Yun yung tamang sinabi ni Brent.
Tama.
Ba?
Kasi tayo gumagastos eh.
Actually, out of pocket kami dito.
Wala
Ako, lahat ng Titans ko, negative ako.
Mm.
Negative ako. Wala akong kinita kahit magkano. Alam mo naman din,
Yes.
negative tayo.
For the fun, no?
Oo, ginagawa
For the
natin to.
love.
Masaya tayo to sa
Yes.
ginagawa natin.
Yung tipong,
Itong huli, pasalamat lang, may mga generous tayong sponsors,
Sponsors.
mga car
True,
brands
yeah.
who supported us,
Yeah.
and some corporate brands who decided to help us, no? Host this together, and yun nga, sobrang thankful kay kay Mayor Francis Zamora, sobrang thankful ako dahil in-endorse kami kay Green Hills. Napakalaking tulong nun.
Buti na lang car guy si Mayor.
buti na lang pala.
Yes, sabi
na lang.
niya, tambay daw siya ng Creekside dati.
Pero yun, di ba? Granted, thankfully, we have sponsors to support us na. Pero, look, Legends of the 90s has been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
Kailan lang kami nagkaroon ng sponsors na
Oo.
willing na,
Yeah.
like, yo, no questions asked. Basta may event kayo, we're in. Walang...
Hindi
yes or no.
natin sinimulan tong mga to na iniisip natin yung sponsor.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Sinimulan natin to, ko at least, because I wanna see some cool cars.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yun.
That's it.
Yeah. Mahal gumawa ng event.
Di biro, pare.
And hindi lang, it's
Timing,
not just about
yeah.
the money, the time, the effort.
Yeah.
Grabe.
Try stress, I mean,
Stress din.
getting there, yeah.
Wala naman silang babayaran para dumating eh. Diba? Like kami, Sunday na car meet, pinakain pa nga namin ng halo-halo.
Yun.
Well, thank
Yun
you
nga.
also. Bebang halo-halo.
Yun.
Mike, spinonsoran kami ng halo-halo. I was like,
Nice.
wow. Diba? Yung mga tao pumunta, galing na to, kakaiba. May ng hapon, sabi ko, di ba, may halo-halo dyan.
Galing.
Diba? We had to, kasi it's a part of the Philippine culture.
Yeah.
We had to inject a part of the Philippine culture. Halo-halo.
Hindi sana yung mga future na mag-organize, makaisip sila ng something new for the attendees.
Yes.
Yun.
Oo.
Kasi ako, hirapan ako sa inyo kasi paano ako lulugar na hindi ako ma-overshadow nung stance
Yes.
ng Legends. Kasi ang sobrang taas na ng standards eh.
Yes, their meats are high caliber meats.
So paano? Kaya nga sabi
Yeah.
ko, that time, ang ending ko na ito, magpapakater ako, magpapainom ako.
Hindi namin, never, to be fair hindi namin naisip yung kiddie pool full of beer.
Oh.
That's real, man. Yun.
Walang sponsor.
Wala nga. Pati yung catering natin. Di ba malakatin ka nun sa complex?
Yes.
Full catered yun.
Sarap.
Catered yun.
Oo. Iba si Peter, kaya
Yeah.
ginawa ko lang nung
Hindi, sanay ako may ka-table. Pero dalawang ka-table ko ngayon. Isang demure, tsaka isang hustler.
Kaya hindi ko ka-level si Peter, kaya pinakain ko lang nun sa fishball, mga
Yes,
ano.
nagigiro ako.
Demure to demure. Sa hustler.
Diba? Kami pang fishball lang eh.
Hindi, parang,
Diba?
hindi, ako something new.
Oo.
Yun yung parang pag umattend, Kasi alam nila, attend ka, tatambay ka lang sa parking lot.
Tama.
So maiisip,
Parang boring eh.
makaisip lang ako na something
gagawin
new
nila?
sa mga attendees.
Yes, para may magawa sila dun.
Oh, yeah.
Hindi ka naalis, tambay ka.
Sana
kompleto
yung
ka.
mga future, yun lang. Kumbaga, something new na
Different. No?
pag natandaan yung event mo, ay ganito yan.
Oo.
Yo.
O ito.
Yung guys, hindi namin kinokontra na parang kung gumawa kayo ng bagong event or what.
Wala.
We look forward to it kasi
Yes.
pare pagod na kami. Gusto na namin
Magre-retire
magpahinga.
na,
Gusto
magre-retire
namin pumunta ng meet at
Nakita mo?
mag-chill.
Nakita mo?
Diba?
Magre-retire na
You
to,
see this?
magre-retire na yan.
Ay, pagod na ako mag-organize ng meet. Gumawa rin kayo ng meet na matino para
Yes.
kami naman yung mag-enjoy. Di ba?
Yes, oh.
Enjoy ako nung Legends talaga sa Clark. Tsaka yung sa
Thank you.
Titans sa ano. Gusto
Ilang
pumunta ako
meet
eh.
na nagawa mo, Oric?
Assuming it's twice a year.
20.
20 plus. Oh.
20 plus na.
Dami na.
What about you, Kevin?
Nasa 100.
Hundreds na to. Hundreds na to.
Hundreds. Ako 4 lang.
4.
Ayoko na eh. Ang gastos eh.
What logistical nightmares or unexpected successes shaped your approach? Kevin.
Venue. I mean, well, ngayon medyo hirap ako sa venue. Swerte na lang na may dumadating minsan. Pero that's my worry, especially pag patagal. Kaya sobrang ingat na ingat tayo sa venue. Ingatan. Clean as you go, yun yung revs and all.
Yun yung
Venue
talaga
talaga.
sisira eh.
That's
Yun yung-
there's well, community will always be there. The cars will be there. Pero kung walang venue, sa chat group na lang tayo mag-uusap. Text
Wala
na lang.
wala na forum.
Wala na forum.
Mag-aaway sa
so,
Facebook.
Yung venue,
Pumunta
ingatan
Facebook.
talaga natin.
Oo. Tama, no? Para makaulit lahat, no? Para
Yeah.
sa lahat,
Yeah.
di ba? Hindi
Pa-
naman...
pang matagalan, paano in 10 years, di ba? Saan na tayo mag-meet?
In 10 years.
Yeah.
Ayoko na isipin.
Oo.
Hindi, sana meron. Sana meron.
Tuloy pa.
Sana meron nga mag-organize ng new meets na makikater tayong lahat na.
Oh, may enjoy.
Nandun sa
Tayo.
standards na iniisip natin.
Ikaw, Peter, anong logistical nightmare, unexpected success shaped your...
More on kumbaga yung success. Kasi yung first meet natin, di ba parang tambay lang.
Tambay lang.
Greeners.
Yes, tambay
Yeah.
lang. Hindi ko ina-expect na
Maraming
talagang,
dumating.
hindi, parang that time 100 lang eh.
Oh, pero...
Kumbaga expected na natin. Pero yung after nung event,
Ay, yung second, yung
yung
nag-double.
second. Kasi nga,
The
kaya
traffic
nasundan
na.
ka agad after 2 months. Kasi nga, yung request. So,
Oo.
parang doon ako nagulat na, talaga? Gusto nyo?
Gusto nyo, ah.
Gusto nyo malasing? Gusto nyo talaga malasing? Hindi, yun. Yun yung nagulat ako.
Hindi naman malasing, but of course, hindi naman natin in-encourage. Gusto
Yung-
lang natin tumambay kayo,
Yes.
mag-enjoy kayo.
Enjoy lang, enjoy.
Oo.
Nagulat din ako. Nagulat ako sa feedback. Yun.
Kayo, Oric.
Logistical nightmares lagi yung mga pasaway. Yung mga... sinabi na nga huwag mag-rev, magre-rev.
Kaya hindi ako ma-attend sa'yo. Dodonut ako dun.
Hindi, pero meron kasi mga ganun eh. Yung tipong, syempre, para ma-convince yung venue, pare, may presentation pa kami, may slides pa kami papakita na ito
Yung
track record
pinakamahirap
namin, na ganito. Tapos buburarain nyo lang with that. Tapos we have to apologize sa parang sorry, may nangyaring ganito. Like yung one time nag-event kami sa MOA, yung sa katabi nung simbahan.
Okay.
Di ba? Isipin mo, that was a Sunday, so may nagsisimba.
May mas.
Pare, may Mustang na nagbobomba sa parking. Isinipa namin ako, pare, may nagsisimba sa tabi, tapos gagaganyan ka
Parang
dito.
ano.
Get out!
Kumigit. Dahil pinag-usapan yung Simba, medyo promeno ng ano, yung pare na lang sinabi niya eh.
Oh, pero iba talaga yung sinabi niya.
Oo.
Iba talaga.
Iba yan.
Alam mo yun eh.
No, pero gets mo, meron at meron pa rin. So,
Yeah.
for me, I think ang takeaway ko dun is throughout the years is to, kumbaga, wag magpadala na okay lang yan. Kumbaga, people won't like you. Not everyone will like you, but you have to set a standard.
Yeah.
Tanggapin mo yun.
It's better for the community na talagang maayos lahat. Not everyone's gonna like you, but it has to be done.
Okay.
Admin.
Admin.
Hindi, tama.
Totoo.
Pero
You have
tama.
to be strict.
Yeah, you have to be
Ganun talaga,
strict.
discipline eh.
True.
Yeah, kung hindi, di ba, what? The venue will refuse. Eh, pag nag-refuse na yung venue,
Wala na tayong next.
Yeah.
Yung at
Walang
the end of
tough
the
love.
day,
Yun lang yun.
at the end of the day, kung may sasabihin kayo, talunin nyo na lang yung 10 years namin.
Wow.
Di ba?
So,
Tough love, di ba?
Diba? Tough love. But it works eh. The formula works.
Totoo. Coming from the success of your recent events, no? You just had Kevin, you just did the Gazoo Racing
Yeah.
car
The
meet,
meet,
no?
yeah.
In Ayala Malls, Manila Bay with Toyota, of course, the official meet,
GR, yeah.
di ba? Peter, the last Titans of Manila
AutoIndustriya.
at the Car Week. Oric at CFOS, Legends of the 90s.
Ganda,
No?
Iba-ibang diverse.
Iba-ibang
no?
diverse.
Galing.
Can you share, I guess, your next major event or plans for the rest of the year or early next year even? Kasi, ano na eh,
2 months na lang.
November tayo.
Yeah, 2
patapos
months
na
na
yung
lang.
taon. Yeah.
Well, end of November 16 there's Liberty Walk in most likely Ayala, Manila Bay. It's Kato-san of Liberty Walk will come here.
Wow.
So I think first ata niya, I'm not sure. I think it's but Kato-san said sinabi niya talaga na gusto niyang makita yung kultura ng Pilipinas. And I'm happy to hear that from someone. So sana pumunta yung iba-ibang styles din, di ba?
Yeah.
For him to appreciate yun kasi yeah. Then next year medyo chill muna ako. Chill muna ako. Happy na ako ngayon. Okay na to. Yun.
So that meet with Kato will not be a strictly stance meet.
Hindi. Yeah, it's an open meet yan.
Open
Yeah.
meet. Na curated, syempre. Kasi
Medyo, yeah. Naka-curate per area. There's special area for Liberty Walk. There's
Best of
area.
Manila, di ba?
Sana, yeah.
Okay. Peter.
Next year na?
Next year na. No?
Hindi,
Konta ka na kasi.
siguro mas okay mag-collab tayo.
Pwede.
Isang malaki, no?
No, isang malaki.
Isang malaki.
Next year na, syempre. Next year na.
Next year.
Next year.
Why not?
Let's do a collab na talagang
Section by section.
Section by section,
May legends,
yeah.
may titles,
Oh.
may stance.
Yeah. Ganda yun.
Well,
something big.
Yeah.
Something big.
Oh.
Ganda yan, ha? That's gonna be something really
Different.
good
Yeah,
to
yeah.
look forward to, no? A collab, no? The trifecta of meets.
Yeah.
So to
Try.
speak.
Yeah.
We can try.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, trifecta. May try naman sa trifecta, eh. Try. No.
Tito jokes.
Tito
Tito jokes.
Okay. Where can
Si Au.
Ha?
Si Au. Ayaw mo na siya
Ay!
mag-meet?
Hindi na.
Ayaw
Hindi na.
niya.
Ayaw ko naman legends
Ayaw
ko.
niya
Taka
ni
10 years.
Oh, ayun na raw niya. Kaya na raw. Kailan? Kailan?
Hindi,
What's your next major meet?
Likely sometime summer 2026 kasi biannual kami mag-meet. So twice a year. So one towards the first half and one towards the latter half. Hopefully CFOS and Legends will be a thing for its third year. We really love hosting our events there. So towards the end of the year baka ganun. Pero yung year opener, which is towards the early part of 2026, wala pa kaming alam kung saan yun.
Okay.
Ang hirap nga maghanap ng venue. Kaya nga magpakapait kayo para mas marami kaming options.
Tsaka
Okay?
pera. Kailangan natin pera.
Ayun din. Oo.
Kailangan natin ng
Actually,
pera.
bukod sa pera, kailangan ko rin ng sponsor para sa energy drinks. Pocari Sweat, pag nakikinig kayo, please.
Talaga
sobrang dehydrated na talaga ako. Kailangan 27,000 steps in that day of organizing. No joke, man. Like,
Pagod, no?
may cramps ako dito na hindi ko maintindihan paano ko isi-stretch, pare. Ganun kalala. So, yeah, kung may energy drink na magsusponsor sa amin or something, we'd love it. Di ba? But yeah, no.
So where can the listeners or viewers find your groups online?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're always on Facebook,
Active
Instagram.
naman na Stance and Legend. Kami wala.
Tahimik lang. No? If you know, you know. No?
If you know, you know.
For friends
You know.
only.
For friends only.
Yeah. So yun, key takeaways nun, just for this. So for Kevin, of course, promote the stance culture, di ba? Form and function. I think the fusion of both, no, medyo na perfect na yung I can't say perfect, but na bridge na yung gap, no? Nung form and function.
Yeah.
I guess some people, of course, they aged.
Yeah.
Diba?
Nag-mature, no?
Nag-mature.
Nag-mature.
Wag naman nag-age, parang tanda-tanda, nag-mature. Medyo nag-progress, di ba? Yun na yung di ba? Nag-progress yung pagka-enthusiasm niya into that I guess that genre. Yeah. For Peter, syempre, you want to maintain that community of friends, di ba?
And marami rin naman na friends na na-engganyo na mag-coach eh.
Yes.
Dahil nakikita nila eh.
Yung sumama lang yung iba,
Yes.
parang,
Yeah.
Meron.
Nakitambay lang.
Yung Auto Complex, may isa tayong friend na hindi car guy. Dahil sumama siya ng Auto Complex, the next day bumili siya M3.
Sarap nun
Hindi kasi wala, ako parang nagulat siya na, ganito kayo tumambay? Parang siya,
Masarap pala.
Oo.
ganun. Masaya pala.
So parang, Siyempre, wala siyang alam sa kotse. Bili siya ng newer na, reliable na.
Yeah.
Oo.
Totoo. Kasi kung
Alam
hindi
mo,
ka
mabigyan
naman
mo siyang
super
project car, wala naman. Bigyan natin RX-7.
Yan. Push him right into that hell.
Okay naman din, ayaw na niya
Ayaw niya na
Ayaw
ulit
ko na mag-kotse.
Ayaw na ulit mag-kotse.
Di na umaandar.
Oric, I guess you wanna, of course, your group, no? Not just you, but your group, of course, wants to keep the passion alive. Hoping, of course, there's enough cars and parts to keep the cars alive.
Yep.
Diba? Kasi challenge yan.
Gagawan at gagawan ng paraan yan basta't gusto mo.
Yeah. And, of course, we would like to thank you guys, no? Thank you, Kevin, Stans, Pilipinas, for joining us here, no? And, of course, for sharing your insights into your stunt scene. Peter, thank you for sharing your thoughts, of course, on the car scene, on your of course years of experience in the car scenes.
Emphasize mo yun.
Years of experience. Years of experience. Years of friendship.
Years of
maraming
friendship.
kaibigan.
Years of friendship.
No, pero kailangan matanda ka na para marami kang kaibigan na gano'n.
Talaga, back to me.
Oric, of course, thank you for sharing your passion with the legends of the 90s. Thank you for your group mates for letting us borrow you here, di ba? And of course, we wish you all the best in your future events. Kevin, of course, that's the one with Kato-san is gonna be one of the
Something
really
exciting.
exciting legendary meets, no?
Biglang na-feel ko yung pressure eh.
Oh.
I mean, nung una parang akala ko nagbibiro lang.
Oo.
Pero
No.
sige.
Sana
Tapos
invited.
in-announce mo pa ngayon, ha?
In-announce mo.
Sana invited tayo sa meet niya, no?
Siyempre. Matik. Yeah.
Kaya lang kailangan daw i-liberty walk yung FL5 mo.
Tapos kakamber ko.
Makakamber ka.
Liga din 25. Pwede na yun. Ganun.
Grabe.
Sakto sa likod ni Tito Brent yun.
Hindi makatayo. Paano ba ako lumabas dito? Grabe. But yeah, looking forward to that, your next meet. Yeah, we'd of course love to be there. We will cover your meet. AutoIndustriya will definitely be there. Yeah. And of course, ito na. Siyempre, magpasalamat muna tayo ng konti sa sponsors, no? We'd like to thank AirDog Philippines for helping clean our air and making it virus-free here in the studio. Lalo na ngayon, maraming kung ano-anong virus, dami nagkakasakit.
Yep.
Yun.
Sponsor din ba to? Nakakarami na ako.
Yung beer? Unfortunately, di pa tayo sponsored. Baka naman.
Karga yan.
Baka naman.
Yan, pinakakarga.
Karga yung car guys. Right here.
Super karga yan.
Favorite
Big
natin
boss.
ng beer. Diba? Yun. So, for our next episode, secret. Malalaman nyo na lang kung ano yun. So, everyone, this is Brent of AutoIndustriya.com. Thank you for watching.